Hello YouTube. Today I'm gonna do a simple project. What you can see in front of you is a recent Rastar 114 Ferrari model that I just got. I've never got a Rastar before. This is my first and only Rastar. Now, as you could probably tell from the table or from the title, I'm going to convert this into a proper RC, not just a toy grade RC you see here with a bang bang steering and a bang bang throttle kind of thing. Now, there's one key thing that I want to highlight before we go any further, see what's on the inside and do stuff to it. Is I've never owned any Rastar before, but I'm pretty sure that this one is slightly different. Now I'm not sure if this is new for this Ferrari model onwards, and whether or not the new models will follow the same pattern going on from here. But the key thing is, I noticed that this new Rastar, it comes with sound, okay? And I'm very sure, looking at videos and everything, that previous Rastar models doesn't come with engine sound. All you hear is the electric motors going, and you only hear like mechanical sounds from the gears and everything that's from the inside. So I'm gonna turn it on and just do a quick demo for you guys. Turning the switch on, you can hear the engine sound, right? So now I'm gonna accelerate. Now, I do not know if this is going to pick up in the cameras, but aside from the motors running, you can also hear like an engine sound. Very softly, I would say, but you probably will be able to pick up the engine sound. No sound for reverse, only when going forward you hear the engine sound. Okay, and also when you're turning, you can hear a squeak. Absolutely weird thing going on with a beautiful model like this, and I understand it's targeted for kids, and to me that's just absolutely weird. I am going to gut this thing, remove all the unnecessary stuff, and put in some proper RC stuff in it. Now, things that I got, I bought a 9-gram servo right here. I'm just showing it to the camera. Probably not in focus. Okay, see it. I also got a 20 amp gas micro ESC. Really tiny thing. I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not. I have no idea. I've not done all this before. Just learning as I go. I am by no means professional in terms of RC, and I just started this hobby. Okay, very small servo. Again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this for the steering or not. I'm not sure it's going to be strong enough for the steering, but if it's not strong enough for the steering, I'm going to use it for the lights. Now, the funny thing about the lights is there's no mechanism to pop it up and open. It's actually spring loaded. One more thing to note, for those of you who haven't got this model and looking to buy this model, you might think right off the box that the lights are radio controlled. It is not. It is spring loaded. and it's controlled by some turning mechanism in the wheel for some very odd reasons. So you push it down manually, and if you turn it to the right, the light pops up, and if you turn it to the left, it doesn't pop up. It's only when you turn it into the right that it pops up. Absolutely stupid idea. Beautiful car, silly implementations, and I get it because it's for kids, but yeah, let's see how we can change all this, right? So first off, I want to take off the battery, right? Trying to be gentle. I don't want to scratch the body. I know I should put like a piece of cloth or something at the bottom. Just gonna remove the battery really quickly, close it back, and I'm gonna remove all these screws. And just gonna put a soft pillow for now, right? Then remove. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws I can see from my point of view. I'm just gonna remove them. I'm guessing that all the screws pretty much the same set of screws. So I can refer to this video. So I'm just gonna pull it off carefully so that I can see what's going on inside. So immediately I think you can see very neat going on. Seems to be one disconnected wire here. I do not know what is it for. It's not connected to anything. You can definitely see a speaker unit here, and yeah, there's a motor up front for the steering. There's a motor at the back with a gearbox system at the back. It looks like it kinda has some suspension going on. It's really tight and strong suspension, and also the chassis is very soft. Everything is flexing, but there is some sort of spring mechanism going on inside. I can actually compress the wheels, as you can see, and I know that the front has suspensions as well. So both front and back, like a little bit. I probably need to soften the suspension so it has a little bit more travel. There seems to be some light LEDs in place, which some of it I'll probably keep, and most of it probably remove. Okay, all of this probably will have to go. Oh yeah, the cable I was referring to just now that was disconnected. I guess that's the antenna. I'm just getting a pair of scissors, looking carefully at what I should cut off. I'm gonna do all of this, and all of this. Basically lights and speaker. With that, I think we managed to separate the body. Okay, just gonna put this aside for now. Might do a little bit more detailing on the body. Gonna put it up there. Now if you look at this chip, right, it says PCB. I don't know, it doesn't have any name whatsoever. It's a weird board. Any of you have any idea of this? You know, I don't know, is it a new chip or not? And I was right. Okay, so this out. Just kind of loosely fall into place. Probably not very wise to not bucket my screws together. So it comes in a unit like this, and it has just this simple mechanism that goes left and right. I am probably not gonna use this, gonna chuck it aside. If we look at the steering mechanism, it looks partially ready to be modified, you know. It has what it needs to go left and right, and it has this self-centering spring as well, so I guess that will reduce some of the necessary work from the servos. Now just plug it in. Purple is positive. Okay, I see lights. And immediately it's connected. Okay, I can see the servo moving. Not sure if you can hear it. And if I push the throttle, I can actually see lights. So I guess it's working. Okay. So what we want to do next is to try hook it up right here to see whether it works. Let's do that. Alright, so a quick update off camera. What I've done is I basically screw this piece back on top. There's a plastic bit on top that holds the suspension unit in place, so it basically has some suspension going on. And what I did was to kind of, you know, this whole piece comes, you know, as one piece like that. I basically cut off this whole chunk on top, right, aside, so that I can see what I work with and also create more space up here in the front. And I have this really tiny servo, and I also cut off, you know, just enough space for me to throw in that servo right there, right? And if I can squeeze it in here, let me see if I can do it with just one hand. It actually fits in like really well. Plastic is really soft in here, good and bad, like you can play around a lot. And once everything is in, it fits really nicely in here. And I had like the steering servo arm going into the steering, as you can see. It's not perfect, but I will test it out in a bit and see if I can make more, you know, better modifications. But for now, this is just like temporary setup, very straightforward, and you know, like 2 minutes idea. Now the servo cuts into the back a little bit, as you can see right here, this portion. want to see if it fits, you know, when I put it all together. And as you can see, the seats on top and everything, it has a lot of room in there for the servo, and it doesn't interfere with anything. Looking at the body in place, you can see still much room underneath to play around and customize and add more stuff, especially around this area, and also probably could add some stuff around this area. There will be another servo in here for the lights. I plan to put in like a full-fledged RC lighting unit kit. I do not know if this will fit. We will see as we go. So yeah, right now it's just about it. I'm gonna do more stuff off camera and I will update again. Alright, now that I got the servo in place, you can see that it's working very well. I got it screwed in place, so it's rock solid in here, and just one arm into the steering, and I actually have full range of steering, as you can see. I'm just controlling it from my stick, and everything works. Yep, cool.